back to the third edition of World and Crypto News. In case you didn't know, let's engage. All right, we already know emission control is to provide you with some information or some insight, and just in case you didn't know, because there's folks walking around, of course, with blinders on or with their head stuck in the sand and don't want to know or don't want to even acknowledge of really what's going on around them, but it's going to be to their detriment. My concern is for the legends is that I want to ensure that you know, because you can prepare yourself and your loved ones as best you can. Because my thing is, you don't want to have to be worried and stressed every day and can't sleep. But if you're prepared, that gives you some peace of mind. And to me, peace of mind is everything. Like when I did the fire series and we were talking about the umbrella policy, having that $1 million umbrella policy for $11 a month, know that if something happens in my vehicle or my wife's car, whatever, or my home, whatever, I have an extra $1 million of coverage just because. Now, like I said, there's the three different levels here. Who actually runs the Federal Reserve? If you don't know that answer, you're not ready for the world news. If you don't know the history of the U.S. dollar and the fact that we used to be on the gold standard, instead of now, it's only worth that piece of paper that is printed on. And or level 3 with the cryptos coming, the CBDCs and the countries and the cryptos and around the world that are bringing on their own central bank digital currencies, and the mess that's coming along with that. And like I said, there's so much going on. So I just wanted to, this is the third edition of this video series, just to make sure that you're in the know. Now, all I say is do your own research, come to your own conclusion, and you move on from there. If you don't want to know, turn off the video and go Netflix and chill. I don't give a damn. I'm just here for the legends that are in the know and want to be prepared for whatever wicked this way comes. Let's go. All right. This is a really, really small recap. The Fed now in the United States has already began. Full implementation will come in July of 2023 this year. Yeah, it is what it is. There's already a list out with banks that have signed up, banks and credit unions that have already signed on to use it. Now, I know one of the biggest banks is Wells Fargo. JP Morgan has signed on as well. So my credit union that we've been using since we were stationed in Germany is not, and I'm glad, at least for right now. Let me continue. Then I created the number edition 2, which went over just barely touched on different assets, the paper assets, commodities, the business, cryptocurrencies, real estate, and using other people's time and money. Then I created the fire video to go along with it, which went into greater detail of the different asset classes and protecting your assets and being more diversified and just having all your eggs in one basket. That is not safe for you. It's not safe for your family, and definitely not safe for your finances. Then we had the SEC last week after Gensler got grilled by the Senate. I guess he backtracked on trying to just label all digital assets as securities, and the fact that they own some Ripple and some other cryptocurrencies doesn't really work for them either. And as you can see here, the SEC steps back from defining digital assets in the new hedge fund rules. So now it's just a question if it's going to come under the CFTC or is it going to be under the SEC. It's just a mess. Everybody just want to get in there. Now, the regulation will help. If it's going to prevent, I don't know how you're going to prevent rug pulls, especially after the FTX fiasco, because he's walking around with the presidents and going to Congress and everything, and he stole billions of dollars. So who's to say? Now, what's going on is in Zimbabwe. Zimbabwe sets price to sell their gold-backed digital currency, their digital tokens. So what they're going to do, they're going to sell them for $10 for the individuals and $5,000 for the corporations and other entities. Like I said, I'm only giving you the tip of the iceberg. It's up to you to go out and do your own research. We're going to follow up on this one. Then, of course, we had, since the last edition, we had the other bank fail. First Republic was taken over. It's just getting deeper and deeper and deeper. Now, in the great state of Texas, Texas committee has passed the bill to create 100% reserve gold and silver-backed transactional currencies. Texas is a big no for the CBDCs. And Senator Cruz and Governor Perry, not Governor Perry, I can't even think of our governor's name right now. Whatever the governor's name is, he said no to the CBDCs, and I'm so glad. Now we have Riot Blockchain here, which is one of the big companies in Austin. So I know, and Texas wants to be one of the big hubs for crypto in the United States. Let's continue. Now, Florida DeSantis, as you see right there, Florida Governor DeSantis banned, no, banned CBDCs. Here is what it is. So down in the little median down there says, Governor Ron DeSantis signs bill to prevent Chinese officials from buying land in Florida. We had the same thing in Texas too, because we had, oh man, there's just so much going on. But he's banned the CBDCs. It's just amazing that some of the governors and the state senators and everything are so aware of what's going on and can see the writing on the wall if these CDCs come to fruition, and how everything will be controlled. It's bad enough we have the American dollar, but at least if I want to pay cash and go buy something that I want to buy, I can do it and not have a record of it. Now, when the CBDCs come, since it's digital and we know everything is locked up on and is put onto the blockchain, there's a record of every single thing that I do, single thing that I buy, and that's not good. It shouldn't work like that. And then for you to be able to control my funds, like, oh no, L7, you don't need that, you're not getting it. Negative Ghost Rider. Let's continue. Okay, Oklahoma passed a bill to minimize the impact of the central bank digital currencies as well. So last week, Oklahoma passed a bill that would ban some brick and mortar businesses and government agencies in the state from requiring payment in CBDCs. This is what I'm saying. You know what? I went out and I found a list. There's 25, so half of the states are aware of what's going on, and they have bills where they are going to fight, block, or limit the takeover by the CBDCs and the federal government. And you can see the list right here. So if your state's not on here, you might want to check in and see what's going on. If they haven't heard of it, or they're aware of it, or they just don't care, or they're going to let the CBDCs run amok. Like I said, you got to do your own research. And if you live in one of the states that are not on this list, I don't know what you're going to do. Because if the CBDCs come and they say, no, they're not taking your cash anymore, what are you going to do? This is why I'm saying, I always ask you, are you ready? Are you prepared? But it's 25 of the states, so we're almost halfway there, a little more, we're halfway there. And some of them, like I said, are aware and they're going to fight it because the governors have that option. But I know Texas and Florida are leading the charge. Okay. Warren Buffett decided to dump $13.3 billion in stock. Now they're saying that this could be a warning for Bitcoin and the risk assets. So it's just really a way that you look at it. If it drops Bitcoin, it gives you the opportunity to purchase some more. If you truly believe in Bitcoin and its purpose. Like it says here, Berkshire Hathaway dumped $13.3 billion worth of equities and increased exposure in cash in United States Treasuries in Q1. Now, that seems is a bit misleading because for him to cash out, even if you take half of it and have it in cash, and then the CBDCs come, it's going to be worthless. Because they're saying, well, I don't know. Then again, the fact that it's Warren Buffett, that when they do that, you're supposed to get a 1-to-1 swap over in the CBDCs, but some rumors have it that it's not going to be that fair. Then it says it channeled $4.4 billion towards purchasing its own stock and $2.9 billion in the shares of other publicly traded companies. The market considers Berkshire Hathaway's performance as a key indicator to gauge the U.S. economy's health. Now, I do know that Buffett owns a large portion of a bank out of South America that is large in the crypto space. So he can talk all the BS he wants to talk about. Oh, Bitcoin is crap, especially him and Charlie Munger both. That it's a fluke. It's not real. Whatever, because he bought that bank out of South America. All right, and here goes the other part to Zimbabwe. They enacted it. Now, of course, the IMF, the International Monetary Fund, is against it because, of course, they want the CBDCs to be enacted everywhere worldwide so there's more control. But the continents and the other countries are doing what they want to do, what's best for their population. Now, Zimbabwe's been through some troubles. They've, remember when they had the photo of the wheelbarrow person, just to get a loaf of bread. Then they tried their own Zimbabwe dollar. That didn't work. And then it's just, But now, at least it's backed by gold. So, it's worth something. It's not just a piece of paper like our fiat is. So again, the question begs is, are you ready? Are you ready for whatever wicked this way comes? Are you prepared? And it's like I say, it's nothing to stress you out. It's just a matter of, okay, I acknowledge this, do your own research, make your decision, and you're going from there. I know I'm preparing for my family, for myself, my grown kids, my youngest, which is 13, and then my grandbaby. I'm going to ensure that we are all ready for whatever comes. We're going to have an option. We're not going to be we're stuck. Negative Ghost Rider. Not going to happen here. So, as always, this is for informational and educational purposes only. This is never intended as any type of financial advice because I'm not a financial advisor. I'm here just providing some information and some pure edutainment. So, definitely don't look at me as a financial advisor. I just want my legends to stay aware of what's going on and really to get ready and to stay ready. Like I said, once you do your research, you come to your conclusion, you make your decision of what you're going to do, then you're good. Then just continue on. Enjoy your time, enjoy your life, and just because you can have that peace of mind because you're ready. That's the whole thing. So all I ask is that you please like, share, comment, and subscribe. And to all of my legends, engage.